Yeah. So where we stopped in the last session. Last session we discussed about how to create a class and how to create an object. Then
How
next
to
one,
find in a class.
integrate the members from one class into another class, right? So for these things we cover. Okay. So anyone have any questions so far? Anyone have any questions? While doing practice, did you stuck with something? Okay, let me open our Jupyter notebook. Jupyter notebook. Okay, let me ask some questions, just you can answer it, okay? So I have a class A. Inside this class A, I have number 1 equals to 10, obj A, obj dot en2. What's the answer? Will it throws an error or what is an error? Will it work as expected? Is it gives me some output or it throws an exception? Anyone
Exception.
throws an exception? What is that name? Exception message is what?
Name error.
A object has no attribute, right? No attribute. What? No attribute en2 or
And two.
no attribute en2. Okay. Now, if I write like this, now will it work or it gives me an error? Will it work or it gives me an error?
It works.
It works. It works.
Yes.
Any other answers?
Take zero position.
Gives
It
me an
takes zero. It takes zero, but one was given.
right. Fn. Fn
Take
take
zero positional argument,
positional arguments, right?
but one was given.
Yeah, positional argument, but one was given or not. Who given that?
Python people.
Python people, right? Yeah. What is that argument? What he given?
Object of the class A.
Object of a class A or not. So if they're given, it's like a hidden one only. Okay, they are given. Okay, they given. Why? Because this is only the proof. If they're given, how we can hold it with the name? What is the name?
Self.
Okay. If I write like A, B, C, D like that, is it will it work or not work?
Works.
It will work.
You can give it,
It
but
works.
give the proper name. Okay, give the proper name. What is that? You can use like a self. You can use like self. Okay. Either inside the class or outside the class. If you want to access the members of a class, how we can access it? By using
Self or object.
Object.
now tell me. Outside the class, the object representation is what? How we can represent the object? That is obj or any name you can give it. But inside the class, in Java, in JavaScript, there has a predefined member is there. That is what this. The predefined member is there. That is this. But here, but here we have self. We have self. Yes or no? Clear with everyone? How we can inherit the members from one class to another class? How we can inherit the members from one class to another class? Come on, what is the syntax? When you can go with the inheritance? I have class A. Inside the class A, there has n1, one variable is there. I have class B. Inside this class B, n2 is there. Here I have one function also there. Okay, here I'm going to write like self dot n1 plus self dot n.
Dot.
Okay, now if I create an object for this particular B class, if I call obj.sum, everyone knows what is the output. Everyone knows what is the output.
None has no attribute. Then one is not.
Has no attribute, right? Has a no attribute. Which attribute is not there? N. Okay, N1. N1 that is inside another class, right? Can we inherit? Can we get that member from A class, okay, into my B class? That is possible through inheritance or not. So, how we can inherit the member or members from A class into B class? Syntactically, how it is looks like. In Java, if you
Yep.
take extends, JavaScript extends, the keywords are there. But here there has no keywords, nothing. Just open the brace, just take your class name and close it. Wherever you see this kind of syntax in Python, what you can understand. My B class inherited the members from which class?
A class.
B class inherit the members from A class or not. Okay. Now, if it is not there, your exception is what? B object has no attribute n1. If I write like this, now the output is what? Now the output is what? 30. Okay. Now, terminology wise, my B, can I say like what? Inherit the members from A to B. My B, can I say like a child class?
Child.
Can I say like a derived class?
Derived.
Can I say like a subclass? A, terminology wise, what I can say?
Parent.
Class. The next one is like base class.
Yes.
The next one is like super class. Yes or no? Okay. Now here there has different types are there. Different types are there. One is like single inheritance. Yesterday I said, right? Single inheritance. Okay. Here I'm telling like this inheritance we can say like a single inheritance. Can anyone define? This inheritance is a single inheritance. So can anyone define? One derived class derived from one base class only. Yes or no? One subclass, okay, from one superclass. One child class from one parent class only. Okay, one child class, one parent only. That kind of inheritance, wherever you see, terminology wise, can you say like what? Single inheritance or understood? Okay, one children class inherited from one parent class only, or terminology wise, one derived class derived from one base class only, one subclass derived from one superclass only. That kind of inheritance, we can say like what? That kind of inheritance, we can say like what?
Single
Single
inheritance.
inheritance or yes or no? In this particular in this particular program, you created an object for which class? You created an object for which class?
B class.
Okay, you created an
B
object for
class.
B class or not? Now you created an object for the B class and you can access the members of B class as well as A class also or not. Yes or no? You can access the members of B class as well as you can access the members of my parent class also or not. Yes or no?
So
Yes, sir.
Okay, then this is single inheritance. We can see some other examples also. The next one is like multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me the example for multi-level? In the name itself, there has multiple levels. Not like one children, not like one parent. There has multiple levels for there. Okay. Can anyone? Can I write like class A? Okay. Class A, N1 equals to 10. Can I write like class B? Okay, N2 equals to 20. Can I write like class 3? N3 equals to 30. Can I write like a sum? Okay. Can I write like a sum print N1 plus N2 plus N. Okay. Now C has how many members? Members is nothing but variables and methods. C has how many members?
2.
2.
2 members, right? Okay. Now here this statement is valid or invalid?
Statement is valid.
Invalid.
Okay, statement is okay, but syntactically valid. But while executing this statement, tell me, is it
Name
yes?
N1 is not defined.
No, right? You are
No, not.
accessing the member, right? N3. That N3 at least a class member I can access using what?
Self.
Yes, using object. Here object representation is what? Self, right?
Self.
Yes, sir. Now, if you run this one, error is what? If you run this statement, what is
C
the error?
has no attribute and
Name
no
N1 is
attribute
not
N2.
Defined. Name N1 is not defined. Okay, if you write like this, what is the error?
attribute.
Yeah, N1 attribute. Okay, C has no attribute N1 or not. So where is my N1 now? Where is my N2? My N1 inside A, my N2 inside B or not? Yes or no? So now there has multiple ways or that. Just I'm going to write one way. If I write like this, now A has how many members?
3.
1. No? B has how many members? 1. No? C has how many members?
2.
Total 3 members or not?
3.
Own members, these two. Inherited member, N2 or not? Yes or no? Okay, now if I write something like this, now tell me, A members inherited into where? B. So B has how many members? 2. B members inherited into where? C. So C has how many members? 2 plus B
4.
has how many? 2. 2 plus 2, 4 members. Now the output is what? If I call sum, output is like 60.
60.
60 or not. Now I'm telling this particular inheritance, I can say like a multi-level inheritance. Can anyone define what is multi-level? What is
More than 2 classes.
more than 2 classes? Okay.
One child class is inherited from another child class.
Yeah. Now see, if you observe this particular hierarchy, okay, here the B is what? Only this one only. My B is what? Come on. My
B is
B is
child.
okay.
Child.
B is like a children, right? Children, right? A is what?
Parent.
Parent or not? If you come here, okay, what about this one?
Child.
Come on. Here, my B is like what?
Child.
B B is like this one, this hierarchy if you observe. B is
A
like
parent. B is a parent and C is a child.
B, C is like a child class
Per
or not.
class.
Then here, simple. This is derived class, yes, no. Come on, base to derived, I said. This is derived class or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. With respect to C, B is what?
Base.
Parent class.
Base or parent. Okay. With respect to A, B is what?
Derived.
Derived. Right?
Derived
Can I say
child.
like this? One derived class derived from another derived class or not? Yes or
Yes.
no? This is my derived class, right? This is also what? Derived class from another one or not? So can I say one derived class, here C is a derived one, derived from, okay, another what? Derived class or not? If you remove that one, okay, derived multiple times used, right? One children class derived from another children class. That kind of inheritance, wherever you see, can I say like a multi-level? Yes or no? If this is not there, if this is not there, then the time B is a derived class or not? If A is not there, for example, A is not there, then the time my B is what?
Parent class. Parent class.
It's like a parent class. Okay. Now, if you do like this, my B is like what? Children, right? Yes or no? Children to whom? A or not? With respect to C, it's like parent only. But with respect to A, this is like what? Children or not? So, this is my children class derived from another children class. If it is like another children class, there has one more level minimum should be there or not? Yes or no? One more level minimum should be there or not? If it is like, come on, it's like a children class. It is derived from another children class, I said. Okay, another children class is what? B. It is become children class when another parent should be there or not? One more level should be there or not? So that can I define like a children class derived from another children? That kind of inheritance, what we can say? Multi-level. Yes or no? Whenever it is become, when it is become children, okay, it is derived from one more parent. Yes or no? Then how many levels are there? Minimum. Minimum how many classes? 3 classes or not? Yes or no? Only 2 are there. It's like a single. More than 2, you said, right? It's like a multi-level or not? But you have to tell like the derived class or children class derived from another children class. C is a children. It is derived from another children class B or not? That kind of inheritance, what we can say? That kind of inheritance, what we can say?
Multi-level inheritance.
Level inheritance or not? The next one is in Java.NET, there has no multiple inheritance, but in Python, we have multiple inheritance. Now, you only tell this one, I can take it. Yeah. Just I remove here. I am going to add here. Okay, now my output is 60 only. Now, this particular inheritance, I can say like a multiple inheritance. Can anyone define? This inheritance, I can say like a multiple inheritance. Can anyone define?
One child class is
The
inherited from
children
two
class
parents.
derived from more than one parent class or not? Yes or no? The class which is derived from more than one base class or not? That kind of inheritance, what we can say? That kind of inheritance we can say like a multiple inheritance or not. But in Java, one class is inherited from one class only, but in Python, one class can inherited from more than one class or not. Okay, this is like 100% valid. Just you can check it. All these examples you can run now. Now, can I take one more notebook? What you have to do now? You have to set the Python kernel, select it. After that, you can give some untitled valid name, you can give it. Okay, let's go. I have one class here. I have one class here, n1 equals to 10. I have one more class b, and n1 or n2 equals to 20. Okay. If I write, let me run it. If I create an object for b class, okay, obj dot n1, okay, here n1 only I want to take it, obj dot n1. Okay, now tell me answer. Okay, straight question, right? Don't think more.
20.
You create an object for b class, yes, b has n1, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
N1, yes. What is the answer?
20.
20 is my
20.
answer or not? Don't think more. Now if I inherit, from a, now what is the answer?
21.
Now who get the priority? Come on, who get the
B
priority?
class.
First n1 value, after that n1 only there. Now can I run it? Now this is the one, and this is the one. First n1, okay, the n1 is like 10. Again our own member is what? N1. My N1 10, N1 10. This 10 override with what? Override with what?
20.
20 or not. So the output is like what? So the output is like what? 20 or not? Yes or no? Okay, if I write something like this. Okay. Now if I call, I can create an object. If I call obj.sum, what is the answer? Exact error message tell me. Exact error message tell me.
Take 0 positional argument, but 1 was given.
Obj.sum. Yeah, you're right. Come on. If I call this one, take 0 positional arguments, 1 was given. Okay. Now how we can take it? Can I take like this?
Yes.
Now, what is the error? Now, what is the error?
Attribute.
Class B has no attribute N2.
I think no error.
No,
Self is not defined.
perfect. Self is not defined, right?
Yes, self is not,
Self is there or not there?
not there.
Okay, up to here, okay. First, it is looking for what? Self. Name self is not defined. Name self is not defined. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Either we can fix like this, valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid or invalid?
Valid. Valid.
Okay, it's not like always self, but naming convention wise, you have to take like what? It is representing what? It is representing what? What is A? A is an object of. A is an object of.
Class
A
Class.
is an object of which class? Come on.
A class.
A class. Prove. Show me that. Prove it. How? Can I do like this?
Yes.
Now tell me, class type. If you see the output of any member type is like a class type, that member is what? Class. If you see like a class or class name, that is an object of that particular class or not? Yes or no? Now, if you come here, now see class or class name, if you see, this is an object of which class?
B.
B class.
B class or not? B class, sorry. Okay, it's an object of B class, not A, right? B class, right? Now, come on. Instead of this one, you are inside the B only. That's the reason I am going to use naming convention wise. I'm using like this. You can give any name. There is no issue, right? Yes or no? There is no issue. It is an object of which class? B class or not? Yes or no? Now, this is which kind of inheritance? This is which kind of inheritance? One subclass derived from one superclass. This is like a single inheritance or not. This is like a single inheritance. Now if I write something like this, if I write something like this is which kind of inheritance? If I write like this, if I write like this is which kind of inheritance?
Multi-level.
Multi-level or not? Multi-level. Okay, not a multiple. Multiple means one derived class derived from more than one base class. But here, this is derived from one base class only, right? With respect to this is only the base class or not? Yes or no? Okay, now this is which kind of inheritance?
Multi-level.
Multi-level.
Multi-level inheritance.
Let's define what is multi-level. Okay, C is a derived class. B also what? B also what?
Derived class.
Derived class of what? Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
that one derived class derived from one more derived class, one children class derived from another children class. That kind of inheritance, what we can say? Multi-level inheritance or not? So how we can I do obj dots this? Now can I call obj dot sum? What's my answer? What's my answer? It is expected only or not? Yes or no? One children class derived from another children class. That kind of inheritance, what we can say? Multiple. What about multiple? What about multiple? Hmm? What about multiple? This is which kind?
Properties are inherited from superclass, like two parent class.
Yeah, one superclass. Okay, derived from one subclass. Sorry, one subclass derived from more than one superclass. One subclass derived from more than one superclass. That kind of inheritance, what we can say? That kind of inheritance we can say like a
Multi-inherit.
multiple inheritance or not. Okay, the way of accessing the members and everything is like same one. Now if you write obj dot sum, it is like what? Working as expected only or not? Working as expected only or not? Understood everyone? Okay, okay, then I have one small question here. Yeah, what is my n1 value? What is my n1 value? What is my n1 value?
10.
Obj dot print value, right? Obj dot print value. Okay, if I change the order, now what is the value? Is it like order matters or not?
Matters.
Okay, here if I run this obj c, now if you come here, the print value, now see this 20. That means what? That means what? First, the member which is inherited into my C, okay, that particular member only is going to consider or not. So here my C is derived from two classes. First B class, how many members inherited into this? N1 20. Next A class, okay, but who get the first priority? A or B? Okay, first one B, right? So that this guy only first priority. So my N1 value is like what? 20 or not? Okay, if you do the change here, if I do the change here, my output should be what now? My output should be like 10 or not? Yes or no? . Agree to everyone? Any questions? Up to here. Any questions, anyone? So the next one is like overloading. What is overloading? Overloading. Anyone knows? Overloading, the definition. Overloading.
Take more than we want.
More than one. Can you repeat again?
More than required.
More than required. Any other answers? Overloading. Okay, just I'm going to write the definition. You only explain it, programmatical. Okay, my definition is like method or function.
Same method,
Name is same.
different signature.
Name is same, but signature is different. Okay, this is my definition. Okay, can anyone elaborate more? Method or function name is same, but signature is different. Now my question is, what is the signature? What things come
Parameters.
under signature? Signature is like a parameters only. Okay, this signature is represents the parameters. Okay, signature means one is, come on, signature is different, is nothing but signature is represents parameters only. What is different in the parameters, you know? Number of parameters come under signature. Okay, the next one.
Order of parameter.
The next one is like order of parameters. Order of parameters. The next one, type of parameters. These three come under what?
Signature.
These three come under signature. So what I said, method or function name is same, signature is different. Okay, then you can say those methods or functions can say like what? Overloaded functions or not. I'm going to write some code. Okay, just you only explain. If I write like this, okay, if I write like this, can I say these two are like overloaded methods? Can I say these two are like overloaded methods? Method name is same. Here what method name? F1. Here what? Here what?
F1.
F1. Method
F1.
name is same. What I said, signature. Number of parameters may be different. Order of parameters may be different. Type of parameters. There is no need to satisfy three. Any one of this satisfied, that's okay. Number of parameters different. Huh? Here how many parameters? 0. Here how many?
0.
0.
So our requirement is what? Signature is same or different?
Same.
No,
Same.
signature is okay. Expected different, but here is what? Same, right? So
Yes.
these two are like overloaded methods or not? These two are like overloaded methods or not? Basic? No, right? What I said, method name is same. First one is satisfied. Signature different or not? Number of parameters different. Here how many are there? 0. Here how many? Are there?
0.
Okay, 0. So that okay, it is not like overloaded methods or not. Now, understood, right? F1 is overloaded method or not? No. For example, if I write like this, overloaded methods or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Overload.
How we can say?
Yes.
Method name is same. Same? F1? F1. Signature is different. First one is what? Number of parameters, how many?
1.
Here, how
One.
many parameters?
1,
2.
2. So the number of parameters different. That means it is
2.
satisfied or not.
Yes, satisfied.
So can I say F1,
Satisfied.
F1 here a overloaded method or not? But okay, there has an issue. You only have to figure it out. So can I write like 10 now? Can I write like okay 10 comma 20? Is it okay? Can I write like 10 now? Can I write like 10 comma 20? Now I am able to differentiate or not? First one, n1 value is what? 10 now. Second one, what is the value? What is the value? 10, 20.
10,
Okay, so that's okay. First one is okay. The next two you can check. What is that? Order of parameters, type of the parameters. Okay. Okay. First one satisfied. That's okay. The second one, can I write like this? Can you spell out? The second one is what? Type
order
of
of parameters.
parameter or order of parameters. Okay. This one first I want to explain. After that you can come back here. The next one is what? Type of parameter. Now, in Python, do we have any type for the variables?
No.
No, right? No. So that here n1, okay, here I put like some value n1. Possibility there or not there? Any name you can give it. So f1 of what? Sachin. Okay, f1 of 10. Am I able to differentiate? Tell me. Here I am able to differentiate. f1 of 10 means this one. f1 of 10, 20 means this one. I am able to differentiate or not? In this case, yes, no. In this case, tell me, f1 of Sachin, which one is going to call? Tell me, which one is going to call? Here, clear cut, f1 of 10 means one argument. This one you can tell. Two arguments, this one you can tell. But in this case, am I able to differentiate or not? Tell me. Am I able to differentiate or not? Come on.
No.
No, right?
No.
No, right? There has a conflict, right? Okay, it is like completely okay. F1 of Sachin means you have to call this one, not this one. I don't know. F1 of 10, this one, not this one. I don't know. For example, in Java, you have a type for the variables. That type exactly F1 of Sachin. Which one is going to execute? First one or second one?
Second one.
Second one. Okay, f1 of 10, first one or second one? First one.
First one.
In Python, do we have any type? No, right? You don't have any type. In this case, the second one, I am able to differentiate the type or not? Tell me. Am I able to differentiate or not? Come on, one
No.
scenario.
No.
Am I able to differentiate or not? If I have string, it is going to execute, this one is going to execute. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It is failed or not. The next one, order. Okay. The next one is what? Order of the parameter. Now, for example, n1, n2 only there. Okay. Otherwise, name runs are there. Okay. Here, runs name is there. Okay. Na? Name runs. Okay. Runs name. Okay. Again, you have to think and tell the answer. Which one? First one, which one is going to execute?
First one.
Come on.
No.
No, right? Okay, again, see here the name's not a matter. Okay, you saw this name is nothing but Sachin. That's the reason you said like first one, right? But here, this particular one can be any name, right? Yes or no? Now, here I have two values are there. The first value is which type? Come on, which type? String. Now tell me, here, do we have any type for that?
No.
No.
No, right? So that if I call like this, either this one will execute or either this one also can execute or not. Yes or no? Possibility there or not there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes or no? Again, there has a conflict or not. Why this conflict came here and here? Because of only one reason. What is that?
There is no data.
No?
Python is any
No
type.
type for the variables, right? If I have that type, I am able to differentiate or not. Yes or no? Here I put like string name int runs. Then that time obviously this one only should execute or not. Int runs string name. Obviously this one only is going to execute or not, because there has no type for the variables. So I am not able to differentiate here the type of the parameters as well as order of the parameters. If all are satisfied, then you can say it is working as expected. But here this one is okay, but this one is not okay. Then that time tell me, is it like okay executed as expected? Tell me. That means executed means, is it like support as expected? Overloading is like supports in Python. Is it like working as expected?
No.
No, right? Okay, that the reason. Okay, they said like if in Python, if you write like same functions with some parameters, because there is no type, I am not able to differentiate. Sometimes I can differentiate in one case only. What is that? Number of parameters. Remaining all case, I am not able to differentiate. That means sometimes I can handle, sometimes I'm not able to handle. So that user is going to give via what kind of inputs I don't know. So that they given one statement. We are not considered the arguments list. We are not considered the arguments list. If you not consider the arguments list, if I write like df f1 n1 df n1 n2, then that time, okay, this one is not considered, this one is not considered, then what happened? Tell me. This is f1 and this is also f1. So the previous f1 override with whom? Replaced with whom? The latest f1 or not? Yes or no? Come on. In Python, they not considered the, come on, they not considered the arguments list. So that if I write n1, okay, print n1. If I write df fn only n1 comma n2, okay, print n1 comma n2. If I write like df fn only, print, okay, print fn. Now tell me, if they're not considered, which one is like active? Three functions are there. Which one is like in active mode? Which one is like in active mode? If they're not considered the parameters list. Come on, first one, second one, third one. Which one is like in the active mode?
First one.
The last one, right? The last one. This f1, okay, replaced with this one. This fn, replaced with this one. So finally, which one is there? This one only or not? So if I call, you can get the output is this one. If I call like 10, what is the output? What is the output?
First one.
What is the output?
N1.
Expecting 0.
n1. What is the output?
Errors.
Error, you're right. Why? Because I already said f1 is replaced with this one means this is not there. Replaced already. This one is replaced with this one means this is also not there. These two are not there. Only one fn without parameters there. But you are passing like one parameter. Fn take 0 positional arguments, but one was given. That means which one is there? Only last one or not? So tell me, is my overloading supports in Python? Yes, no. Okay,
No.
overloading is like supports in Python. Okay, it's going to support or not support?
Not.
Is overloading works in Python? No. Your answer should be no. What is the reason? If anybody asks, what's your answer? What is the
Because
reason? If anybody asks,
Because it's not accepting
okay, why?
parameters.
Because only one here, it's not considered the arguments list. If they ask why they're not considered the arguments list, you have to tell in this particular scenario, there has a conflict. In this particular scenario, there has a conflict or not. That's the reason they not consider the arguments list. If they not consider the arguments list, if the function name is same, the first one replaced with the second one replaced with the third one, last one is like inactive mode or not. Agreed, everyone? So far good about the overloading. So finally, you have to conclude one point in Python. Will it support overloading or not? If anybody asks, your answer should be no. Why it is not support? Your answer should be why? Because in Python, there has no type for the variables. We are not able to differentiate in some cases like type of the arguments and order of the arguments. We are not able to differentiate. There has a conflict. That's the reason they are not considered the arguments list. Okay, if they not consider the arguments list, then what happened? Okay, all are replaced. Finally, only one method is available. Okay, so finally, you can conclude like what? Overloading is not supports in Python. Overloading is not supports in Python. Agreed, everyone? Okay, the next one. What about overriding? What about overriding? Okay, again, I'm going to write the definition. You only explain it. Simple. Overriding is nothing but existing functionality I'm not satisfied. If you're not satisfied, why you need to go with that? Can you override it? Yes or no? Existing functionality, if you're not satisfied with that, just do one thing, override it. Just do one thing, override it. Okay, the next definition is like my parent and the children. My parent, I am the children. Whatever the parent has the property, you can get it or not as a children. Whatever the parent has, available to whom? By default, available to whom? Children, right?
Children.
As a children, if you're not satisfied with that property, whatever my parents given, then what you can do? You can make it like double, triple, or you can make it like 0 also or not. That is in your hand. Yes or no? Okay, how we can implement all these things we'll see in the next session. Okay, so for any questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? So you can go to the uijavakit.com. Okay, just complete these topics. Okay, all are like enrolled, right? If you're not enrolled, just enroll for Python and join for the group. Okay, today we are going to remove this one. Okay, after that, if you want to enroll also, you are not able to enroll. At the same time, if you are not able to get the link also. So make sure, okay, all are like enrolled to this course. Okay, within 1 hour, we are going to delete this. Now go to the Python. Now go to OOPS. Okay, first one and second one you can complete it. First and second, these two you can complete it. Okay, and the first introduction, installation, coding introduction, naming convention, and variables. These 5 you can. The next one is like functions you can. Okay, the next one is like first 2 OOPS concepts. Okay, these concepts we covered, just you can complete from your end. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, where can we see that notepad text also, sir? You said you'll upload that.
Second, notepad.
You said you'll upload the notepad text also, right? When you are explaining this thing.
Yeah, this one.
So
Okay, I'm going to upload it. So far I didn't upload. Okay, you can
okay, sir.
from tomorrow onwards. Okay, where you know, I'll show you that one. Go to
Yes.
VS Code. Okay. Now you already enrolled and you already logged in, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Go to the users. Okay, your enrolled course you can see here. You can see one link. It's not enabled, will enable.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
daily
Yes,
notes.
sir.
Just you can click on this one. Okay, you can get the notes and everything.
Done, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that is
Yes,
not
sir.
enabled, will enable.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions, anyone? Okay then, thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.